Hey there, everyone. Happy April. Hope you had a great Easter long weekend. It's your friends from the Prime Real Estate team. Well, half of them, anyways. Again, it's myself and Daniel Ross. Daniel, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Beautiful
Uh,
day out.
it is indeed. Well, Megan's out and about dealing with deposit stuff, getting a deposit on a sale, and Afraz is busy as well too. So again, it's just the two of us.
I know it's lonely.
Yes, it is. It is. We'll do what we can. Anyways, as always, folks, just giving you a little update as to what happened in the month of March. I'll get into the stats in a moment, and as always, I'll put the link in the description here. Bottom line is things are moving along. I do have a bit of news that I want to put out there. Mr. Ross here in the past, it was a month. It was between February 22nd and March 22nd. You have some notoriety in the city of Victoria right now, don't you?
I do apparently.
Yes. And I will announce it for you. So,
Yeah.
number one, you sold uh, um, a fractional unit. I was going to say
I did.
timeshare. It's not timeshare. Fractional unit
Yeah.
downtown at a complex that you know very well. And it was $97,000, right?
hmm Yeah.
It was the least expensive sale in Victoria in that month, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. In the
Yeah.
year, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. In a year, sure. And within 30 days, you sold a beautiful waterfront estate with a dock and everything for $11.2 million. dollars.
You're making me blush.
So basically, our man Daniel on our team, he's got the distinction of handling the least expensive sale and the most expensive sale inside a 30-day period. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I have never done that before in my career either. And I mean, I geeked out a little bit on the stats, and I think it holds that over a year, and I think it even holds it over 4 years.
Well, there we go. An amazing property, a beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful property,
it was
and
spectacular.
congratulations to clients who picked that up. It's one of those once, a rare offering, right? But you don't very often see that whole range, right?
The full spectrum realtor is what a couple guys were joking that I was.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Listen, we'll get into our stats really quickly here, folks. And again, as always, I put the link in the on the explanation there for you. You can see here we ended up with 579 sales in March, is down 5.5%. Same story as before. Don't forget, March of 2025 actually was a pretty decent month. So we're comparing with a decent month, not a super strong month, not a groundbreaking month, but it's not bad. Our active listing is probably the one that surprises me the most. We are only up 7.9% from last year. I think everyone has been expecting to see more inventory enter the market as of this point in the year, and it actually just hasn't. We do have people that have been on the lookout for specific properties, and things aren't coming up as they should be. Spring market, as we often talk about, right? Let's talk about the average prices. You can see right there. Single family, Greater Victoria, the average house price 1,351,000, which shows as being 5% above last year. But I have to tell you, we just talked about Daniel and an $11.2 million sale. Let's not forget, whenever there's higher price properties that sell in a given month, it does affect the average. So this is the problem about using average house prices. Plus, I know there's a fair amount of $2 million properties and a couple of higher that have changed hands recently. Now, Daniel, I want to talk about condos a little bit because this is something that you wanted to bring up. You have noticed some discrepancies in the numbers there, right?
Yeah, I mean the single family house market seems pretty strong. Like even if the sales numbers aren't record breaking or anything, they're just kind of healthy. But the single family market still seems pretty strong. Anything priced well seems to go quickly. There's competition even on a few. But then condos, there seems to be a lot of condos for sale. People are getting a bit of a bargain here and there. Prices are down a bit in condos. So there's a discrepancy between the two markets this year for sure.
It's true. It's true. And then
Mhm.
somewhere in between is the townhouses, right?
Right.
And of course, the other thing that we're seeing is a lot more of these higher density units coming in as a result of Bill 44, right? So,
Right.
a couple of other things I want to bring up to you here as well. The number of sales, we ended up with, like I said, 579 sales. How it compares, of course, we had the mega years, 2021 and 2016. But again, we see 483, 570, 622, all in about that range. Most certainly in the last 4 years, not a lot of change happening there. The average prices, again, for single family homes, we can see here 1,341, down a little bit from last month. Again, a lot more higher price sales. That even includes your $97,000 fractional there, Daniel, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, but prices again kind of hovering. I do want to say though, the house price index. This is again, this is not the average price, but this is a example home where it sits in the grand scheme of things compared to the marketplace. It's showing here for houses about 1.6% down from last year, and condos, down a little bit, zero point 0.8 or 1.6. What this does not take into account though is what Daniel just said, the number of sales for condos has not been there. So we haven't seen a lot of that, right?
And also just to poke in there, like I think we looked at this at the end of the year and the houses, single family, were down about 4.85% over year and now
Yeah,
1.6. So they've caught up a good 3.5% here in a couple months. So
yeah.
they're actually trended upwards here in the spring.
For sure, for sure. Some pieces of news here. Again, we like bringing you things that are happening elsewhere as well too. You may have read that in Ontario, the HST, so the GST on new construction, they are trying to stimulate sales of. There's a lot of unsold inventory out there, new inventory, condos, even houses. So that has just come in the province of Ontario. I've been talking to some of my guys there. It has actually prompted some interest, including from the investment and the investor community, which has basically dried up. It has dried up in the past couple of years. So there's a general feeling that they may be coming back, not in droves, but there's more interest now in buying this inventory that's been sitting around. Of course, we have that here as well too, but it's for first-time home buyers up to $1 million. The other thing that Ontario has implemented is a reduction in development costs. So, again, they're trying to stimulate development out there in the community. That's something we haven't seen here yet, right, Daniel?
No, lots of levers to pull there. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Anyways, I guess the summary here is the spring market. We are actually doing better here, not only on Vancouver Island, but also compared to Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, because I had conversations with guys over there last week. But yeah, Toronto. The other thing that they're dealing with is even today. So it's April the 7th right now. They got snow this morning.
Right.
Yes, so it is sort of preventing usual activity happening out there in the springtime. But there we go. Anything else, Daniel?
Nope, that's good. I mean, our backdrops really speak to that with the beautiful sun outside.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. There we go, folks. We'll be here for you this time next month.